We're fixated on things that will change, that will decrease. Jalaluddin Rumi, a phenomenal mystic who wrote the Mathnawi. I had the opportunity of flipping through some of the pages. I was in Istanbul a couple of months ago. I really wanted to visit Konya and see the area where Jalaluddin Rumi grew up, but never had the opportunity. Inshallah, next time. He writes in his Mathnawi, a hypothetical story. So don't think of it like, it's something that actually took place. It's a hypothetical story. And they do these things to drive a point across. He said there was this guy, right? MashaAllah, he ran this like scholarly place where people got there and they got better, like a spiritual retreat. So this brother comes there to get good. And then, he had brothers and girls there as well. So there was a sister, her responsibility, she had no other parents, no one else. Her job was to serve the food. So this brother comes, mashallah, to get his heart spiritually cleansed. But when he sees that sister, his heart gets spiritually attached to that sister. And every single time she's bringing the food, and he's like, Jazakallah, sister. And she's also there to get better. So she's like, Astaghfirullah. She akhi zoned him. You know what akhi zoned is? It's one step past friend zoned. If you're friend zoned, 10 years later, there's still a chance. If she calls you akhi, bro, done. It's not happening. Get the hint. So she's like, no, he says, okay, whatever. A couple of days went by, he keeps on checking her out. Oh, can I get one more spoon raita, please? Mishti? So she gets upset. She goes and tells the teacher. She says, you know what, Sheikh, you need to expel this kid. This guy didn't come to get spiritually better. He's hitting on me. And he's like, all right, you know what, we're going to solve the situation. So what are you going to do? And he's like, I got this magical pill. He wrote the story, man, not me. He says, you're going to take this pill. This is going to make you constantly use the bathroom. You're going to have diarrhea constantly. Okay? He's like, and anything you eat won't be able to stay in your stomach. She says, okay. What happens when a person is constantly having diarrhea? They get what? They get weak. They get sick. Their face starts sinking in. So now this girl, whatever she's eating, it's not staying in. And her hair is getting wispy. And her skin is deteriorating. And he says, whenever you, like I said, I didn't write the story. The guy did. He said, whenever you use the bathroom, obviously it's back in the day, they didn't have flushes. He's like, keep it in one area. So she said, okay, that's what she would do. After a couple of weeks, this guy starts seeing the same girl who looked like Miss Kanya. And all of a sudden, she's looking like she got slapped in the face with Kanya. Right? Not Kanye West. Kanye is a place's name. Just in case somebody's like, who's Kanye? So this guy now obviously starts seeing, when that beauty starts seeing these materialistic things. Materialistic things. He starts seeing these things start diminishing. He stops looking at her. Would you like more raita? No. Another plate? No, I'm good. You just leave it over there. She goes back, she's like, Sheikh, now he's not even looking at me anymore. Girls, they want attention. Sometimes girls need that attention. But here, wait. Why is he looking at me? Why isn't he looking at me? It's both times dilemma. She goes back to the Sheikh, she says, Sheikh, now he's not even looking at me. What's going on? He says, I want you to take that pail and bring it. So she brought it. And the Sheikh tells the kid, he says, you see this girl? The girl never changed. This girl, she never changed. But when this feces and this excrement was inside her, you loved her. When it exited her, you stopped loving her. In reality, you were in love with this. Think about it. It's a joke, it's a funny story, whatever. But it's a deep story. Jalaluddin Rumi was no joke. Think about it. He said, your love is, your attachment is with this. When it was in her, you were heads over heels over her. And when it left her, you didn't even look at her. Allah says in the Quran, Azwajum mutahhara. He says the women of Jannah mutahhara. They are pure.